We've all had that dream, that goal that felt completely out of reach, blocked by a wall of not enough. Not enough time, not enough money, not enough energy. Well, today, we're going to tear that wall down. We're looking at the story of someone who had none of those things, but still got what he wanted. It's an amazing lesson in how to just keep moving forward no matter what. And that's exactly what this is all about. This isn't some textbook theory. The story we're exploring today is from someone's real life. They're basically inviting us into their personal journey, and believe me, the lessons are for all of us. So let's just get right to it. Does this sound familiar? I'm too busy. I'm just too tired after work. I can't afford classes. Yeah, these are the big ones, right? The reasons we put our dreams on hold. The author of our source material started from this exact spot, which is why his story is just so powerful. And here it is. This is the core message, the promise of the whole story. He's not saying he's special or that he had some secret weapon. His point is, look, I was working 2 jobs, totally exhausted, and I still did it. It all came down to one single decision: to stop looking at all the things he didn't have and start using what he did. So let's rewind. Let's go back to the very beginning, because to really get why the success was so sweet, you have to understand the struggle. He calls his starting point a dream in the dark, and that's the perfect way to put it. Just look at this. This slide shows you the 2 worlds he was living in. On one side, his reality, working 2 jobs, absolutely no time, no money. He said it felt like he was just stuck in a circle that never ends, feeling small, watching opportunities pass him by. But then there was the other side, the dream. It wasn't just about speaking English, it was about what English could give him. A better job, the ability to help his family, and that feeling of pride, of being free. That dream, that became the fuel for absolutely everything else. Feeling stuck like that, it can either crush you or it can light a fire under you. For him, it became a massive turning point. He sat down and created what he called the no excuses plan. This quote right here, this is the moment everything changed. It's when he stopped waiting for the perfect time or for things to get easier. He just decided, I'm doing this now with whatever I have. That shift in mindset is everything. He went from being a victim of his life to the person in charge of it. That word, whatever, that's the key. And his plan wasn't some complicated, genius strategy. It was beautifully simple. Just 4 rules. 1, start small, but for goodness sake, just start. 2, use free tools only. He was determined not to spend a dime. 3, find those hidden moments. And 4, maybe the most important of all, be consistent every single day. This wasn't about 2-hour study sessions. It was about showing up for a few minutes every single day, no matter what. Okay, so a plan is great, but putting it into action, that's the hard part. So how on earth did he find time when he had 0? And what tools could he possibly use with no money? Let's break down exactly how he did it. This is how he found those hidden moments. See, he didn't magically add more hours to his day. He just repurposed the little bits of time he already had. The time he spent getting ready in the morning, that became listening time. That boring bus ride to work, that was his vocabulary lesson. He'd stitched together these little pockets of time, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, and suddenly he had a solid 20-30-minute learning routine every single day. And here's the how. How did he do it all for free? His phone basically became his school. He used YouTube for videos with subtitles, podcasts for his commute. He downloaded free apps for flashcards, went to the library for simple kids' books, and he even practiced speaking to his own reflection in the mirror. He literally built an entire classroom for himself without spending a single dollar. Now, this journey, it wasn't just about plans and tools. It was an emotional roller coaster. And the thing that kept him going wasn't some huge breakthrough. It was the small, almost tiny moments of victory. And let's be honest, it was tough, really tough. He talks about how people would laugh at his accent or his mistakes. Can you imagine? It was painful, it was embarrassing, and yeah, on some days, he just wanted to quit. This is such an important part of the story because that fear of being judged, it's real, and it stops so many of us. But then this happened. A customer, a total stranger, just casually said to him, "Your English is good." And boom, he said that one simple sentence gave him enough energy to keep going for a whole month. It's the perfect example of how a tiny win can feel massive. It was proof that all his hard work wasn't for nothing. And there were other moments too. The first time he watched a video and actually understood the whole thing. The first time he ordered something in a shop and his heart wasn't pounding out of his chest. Reading a work sign without needing help. Replying to an email all by himself. These weren't tests. This was real life. And he learned to celebrate every single one of those little victories. So, after all that, what was the result? What happens when you stick to a no-excuses plan and you celebrate those small wins? Well, bit by bit, your life starts to change in big ways. You can see the transformation right here. It didn't happen overnight, but it was steady. After just 3 months, that crippling fear started to fade. By 6 months, his boss noticed and actually gave him more responsibilities at work, a real-world reward for his new skills. And after a year, the change was huge. It wasn't just about English anymore. He felt like a totally different person, so much more confident. This quote really sums up that deep internal shift. He finally broke out of that trap of feeling stuck. Learning gave him momentum. It was proof that he wasn't just getting through the day anymore. He was actually building a better future for himself. And that brings us to the most important part of this whole story. Because really, this isn't just about him. It's about what his journey can teach all of us about our own. This is his message, directly to you. After all of it, the long hours, the ridicule, the moments of doubt, he learned one big truth. You are so much stronger than you think you are. And your dreams, whatever they are absolutely worth fighting for. So how do you start? Right here. 4 simple steps. Start today and start small. I'm talking 5 minutes. Find your why. What's the real reason you want this? That's what will get you through the hard days. Pick just one free tool to start with. And finally, make a promise to yourself that you'll be consistent, that you'll just show up. And that's the question we're going to leave you with. This whole thing isn't about tomorrow or next week or when I have more time. It's about right now. His entire amazing journey was built on a series of todays. So what is it? What is that one tiny, totally doable step you will take today to get a little bit closer to your dream?